what, what's her name, remind me? Janisha can do. She can cross-check, so in the book, oh, I don't remember. Oh, Gus, she cross-checked, she said cat, and she looked at the picture and said butterfly, and made sure the first letter worked. Same thing with like to is, was it in that same book? Yeah. Confirm with her eyes, tell to telling when she said stop, tell, telling, mud, she said muddy,
yeah,
right?
with her eyes, yeah.
Yep. She makes multiple attempts. Called, she went called on that word. Slow articulation at the initial sound. Banana, said, and rolled were some of the examples that she had used. So like banana, I don't remember.
She just got it started.
Yes. And then said, made the first sound, and then same thing with rolled, when Gus was rolling, when he rolled in the mud. Reads with expression at the dialogue. I think that was evident through all of the books, especially in her new book. Use a flexible finger to confirm, check, and to problem solve. So she's really good about getting her finger in there and taking it out when not needed. So Jen, here are your next steps. Next steps. We really think that you need to take, I don't know if I should look at her, if I should tell her. It is really, take words apart. So we want her to like start modeling it first. Show me clap the word, show me the first part. She could start with like looking with those inflectional endings, looking, going, so clapping and breaking those parts. And then some of those resources on page 149 and 151. Jen. Scale of help, page 152. So practice the scale of help, practice in familiar reads, right?
Well, the
Sorry,
scale
ahead.
of help will give her ideas, like, go ahead, because you have the book out.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay, so as far as like, so she might need some more support from you first in that way, is that you're gonna have to model first, and then we're gonna work to maybe letting her do it independently. So for example, like you might say the part that she knows, like look, now find the last part, ing, right? Or now show me looking. So just kind of looking at from independence to you doing part of it for her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Jen's already started to think about that. So like
Yeah.
when she did going,
Yeah.
she said, "What can you do this much?" And so she masked it for her. So the next
Yeah.
step would be like, show yourself go, like having
Yeah.
her do the masking.
Yep.
Maybe.
And we said phrase and fluent reading. She does a really nice job with phrase and fluent reading when it comes to that dialogue, so that narrative piece, I think. Echo this also through writing. We kind of said specifically the cut up sentence on page 124 was a good prompt we kind of liked. Notice when you, Jen. Notice when you paused or stopped, like when did you do that? Model to the end of the punctuation.
There was also that one prompt. What was that one prompt that you found that was good? Page 124.
124, yeah. Or, yeah, 123, 124.
It was about the punctuation.
Yeah, notice when you can pause or stop.
Oh.
Remember that this mark tells you
Yeah,
What the smart tells you to
Remember
do.
the smart tells
Yeah.
you to help with that punctuation.
Could they possibly take turns reading sentence by sentence?
so she models it and then she reads it.
So then they have to just attend to the punctuation mark. No one's turn.
Right.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, instead of page by page.
Can you say that a little louder for my video?
Hi, Jen. I was just saying, maybe, I know you're trying to get her to attend to punctuation marks and know when's the end of the sentence, and also you're trying to encourage phrasing. So if you guys took turns reading sentence by sentence, that would call on her to attend to the punctuation. She would also get to hear you fluently reading, and it would cause her to read to the end of that sentence versus the end of the line.
I like it. I like that.
Short term type.
Yes, but yeah, very short term.
Okay, and then our next steps is monitor for meeting, page 137. Continuing with those prompts of, does that sound right? Also, you said, can you say it in another way, or can you check to make sure you're right? And Jen does a nice job of checking words throughout, even if when she is right and when she's not right.
like the pancake, and pancakes. She did a really good job with that. Yeah.
And then just continue your positive praise, Jen. Page 139, you listen to yourself, that sounded nice.
If you found out what was wrong about yourself, like just making sure that she's, because when she said it the first time, she didn't quite notice, right? So to get her to listen to herself, but when she actually does it, like, yay, you did it, you listened to yourself, you fixed it.
And her knowing to do it is the initiative. She takes the initiative. And when we saw that today, that's what we want. And we want to see more of that tomorrow. And bring into all the sections that you brought us through, the pages in literacy lessons, definitely that phrasing and fast and fluent reading on 121 for sure. And it kind of structured itself right around there up into the 50s, the scale of help, places that we can go to get it start sounding more phrased and fluent when she's reading. And that new book,
Yeah, that sounded great.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
But doesn't that fit with her oral language? When you said that about dialogue, to me, that's what she's so strong in, so that's why she's
Yes.
shining so much
let's
with
get
that.
her in her strength.
Yeah.
And everything that happens within the lesson, the outcome should be in the new book. She should be taking on the fast and fluent reading. She should be taking on whatever that was taught within the lesson, if it comes up.
And maybe even looking for some books too. I know at this level it's hard, but looking for some books that I'm gonna say sing-songy, which isn't what I mean, but have some of those repetitive phrases in them throughout that would help with that phrase and fluent piece.
In here tells us get those,
Right.
what books to get that makes it
Mhm.
easier for her.
Yes.
Exactly.
All right.